As part of the moderation program for the City of Edinburgh Council in the Holyrood cluster, we looked at craft and design. The school where I'm based, we had to look at the first levels, craft and design and technologies. I'm going to look in this folder just now, and I'm going to the first level since that's where I am based just now. This folder says TCH for technology, fill in CFE codes here, and learner evidence. I'm going to find my file just now in my technologies folder on my computer, and I'm going to upload it. Mine is in 2012-13 and technologies. Yours could be somewhere else, in fact, likely will be somewhere else. My plan is called First Level Learning and Assessment Plan. I'm going to open it just now. Now see over at the side here, my experiences and outcomes are TCH 112A, 113A, and 114A. Because of that, I'm going to rename it. I'm going to rename my file as TCH for technologies, 112A, 113A, 114A, learning assessment plan. Oh, sorry. Let's put learning assessment plan at the beginning there. Learning assessment plan, TCH 112A, 113A, 114A. Now that the file is saved, I'm going back to the Technologies Glow community so that I can upload it. Upload document link here will let me find my file on my hard drive. I click on Browse. I have a look here from my documents, which is on a PC, 2012-13, and Technologies where I keep my work. I'm looking now for Learning Assessment Plan, 12A, 13A, and 14A. There we go. There's a space here for hashtag. It's really important in the Glow community to attach something there. I'm going to put tech for sure, but there's also a Glow community called Assess. And since this is a form of assessment for us that we're sharing with others, I recommend strongly putting in the hashtag tech and assess with this icon here, which is on your keyboard. Save and close. Now you'll see there's a learning assessment plan for TCH 112A, 113A, 114A, and it's new. This folder now needs to change because this folder says TCH, fill in CFE codes here, learner's evidence. I recommend changing it to TCH 112A, 113A, 114A, learner's evidence. I'll go to edit here, take out this text, and put in 112A, 113A, 114A. I save and close that, and now I have the folder for my plan. In my folder, as you saw before in the business section, I have my three areas here for moderated evidence. On my hard drive on the computer, I have examples of moderated evidence in my technologies folder. The pupil samples are here. And I have one called application, one called challenge. I'm going to open up the application folder here, application file here. And I see that inside my application file, I have a picture to go with my notes on the side. I recommend that when you're giving your evidence for your thoughts on application, challenge, and breadth, put some notes in so that other teachers can see your thoughts. Sometimes a picture isn't enough to have for other teachers to see what you're thinking. On each of my slides here, I have evidence of the pupil's work and thoughts about what they wrote. It's a strong recommendation again, you give more than one piece of evidence for what pupils have done for their work. And finally here, I have my suggestion for what I think people should receive and I gave it the mark of application. Again, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces of evidence here showing pupils thinking. It's recommended at least to have 3 pieces of evidence for each assessment you give at breadth, challenge, and application. I'm going to save this though, calling it pupil A, because it may well be that other people, other teachers, will give evidence in this same technology level, and calling it application again wouldn't make sense. So calling it pupil B, pupil C, pupil D, depending on how many people's work is in there already, would be very good. I'll save that now, and I'll go back to the page in the browser to upload it into application. I'm going to browse for it. It's nearby because I was just in the technologies folder, so pupil samples folder there. I'm looking at pupil A. Please add the hashtags again. This is going to be tech. If you see there, Peter's giving me a hand by telling me you've already typed this, so just click. Save and close. Now I go up one, and I have my moderated evidence of application, and there's my evidence there, pupil A, in the folder, moderated evidence of application. I'm going to go to challenge as well. And challenge might create a difficulty now, or present a difficulty now, because as I said before, calling it pupil A, there's nothing else in this folder just now. It's empty. So making the first one pupil A would make a lot of sense. That's what I want to happen actually. However, in my folder here, I already have a file called pupil A. Instead of renaming challenge to pupil A here, I'm going to upload it as challenge. There's challenge there. And open it again. I'm going to attach the hashtags of assess and tech, as I'm hoping you're seeing just makes sense now. I'll save and close that now. It'll take a little bit to upload. Not too long, I hope. Actually, no, it will. It'll take. Oh, wow, that was fast. I'm going to edit this now and call it pupil A. Save and close. I now have 2 pieces of evidence for this learning assessment plan. One at application and one at challenge. If you have them available, or if you'd like to share them, we could also add learner criteria or learner resources. I'm going to upload 2 just now. I have in my folder something called pupil page. I'm going to rename it as learner criteria TCH 112A 113A 114A. I'm going to upload that one with the hashtags again of tech and assess. I'm going to upload a second thing, which is my resource I used for the lessons I taught, introducing pupils, in this case, to Christmas trees. There's my tree show there. I'm going to rename it 2 in a second once I upload it. That's a bit big, I think, too. I'll rename that here with the Edit tab as Learner Resources for TCH 112A, 113A, 1.428. The hashtag is still there, of course. Now that's shown you there. I'll go to the beginning again. My craft and design, first little folder. There's my learning assessment plan for this one here, which you can check out anytime. The folder here for learner's evidence, where I have application and challenge uploaded just now. There's my challenge. There's my application. And this is available if you'd like to, or if you have it to share. Learner criteria and learner resources, and they can be viewed anytime as well. I hope that will help all of us in Edinburgh, at least, to get moderating our technology work and sharing our best practice.